something like anything, books or anything they can study with
Child
at school.
education?
Yeah, a classroom or anything that's good.
Okay.
Jess, and I'm from Ontario, currently studying at Carleton. I guess I have a million things I'd want to do, but one of them that I'm really thinking about right now is in Nicaragua getting the youth out of that live. There's 40,000 youth that live in the landfills. Like that's their home, and so getting them out and kind of educating them, getting them out of there.
Youth transformation type things, moving on from living in the informal settlements. If I remember Italy this morning, you introduced yourself from Italy.
My name is Joan, and if I had $20,000, I would be organizing a 6-month trip around South America doing research on youth relationship with NGOs and youth perception of the development discourse in Latin America.
Kristen, born in Ottawa, lived abroad for about 10 years. And if I could do a project, I would do development theater with focus on conflict resolution, well, anywhere, frankly. But
Okay.
My name is Jillian, and if I had $20,000, my project would probably have to do with tackling violence against women.
Okay.
Lots of women. As in lots of different kinds of women in different situations and environments and class levels, and yes.
Okay, Mitchell.
I would launch a Recrear organic farm on my family's land as a source of project revenue.
Okay.
That's
that is
awesome.
awesome.
Have I got some people for you to meet?
So that'll be tomorrow's job.
Seva.
I would do two things. One would be I would reinvest that $20,000 into another conference like this, but take just with that much resources, there's so many ideas that just popped into my head. The second thing is a project that I'm undertaking now is to help fundraise between 40 and 50,000 for an organization called The Art of Living to do rehabilitation with victims of sexual violence in Haiti and Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
So I'd help invest in the programs that they're doing there.
Okay. My handwriting is terrible. It's just a general list. I'll know what it says. Yes.
My name is Kevin, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the U.S. And if I had $20,000, I would want to do a project in Latin America, probably El Salvador, based on changing the perception of mass transportation in developing regions, and how that is starting at the local level with the youth in urban cities.
Wow, I got networking and fun stuff for you, because that's the work that my husband does. So unfortunately, I know a lot about that too. And I walk and things like that. So seriously, do get in touch. I'll connect you with him, because there's lots and lots out there that can be adapted really well. Yes.
My name is Alexandra. I come from Russia, and yeah, I have a lot of projects that I was thinking about during this week. But the one which is more kind of crystallized in my head now, I would have done the project on setting up some consultancy for Russian NGOs, specifically for NGOs in Kazan, because just recently I faced this problem that these people have actually nowhere to go to get advice on how to set up an NGO and how to run it. And I think that's very important, just to bring in some experts on NGO to Kazan and to help people around.
Okay, I know that someone who's done a little bit of that in Russia. He works here now. He's on vacation right now, but there was a Canadian mission back and forth for NGOs between Canada and Russia. Right when he finished that, and then he came to work here. So, okay. Hello.
I'm James. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. If I had $20,000 for a project, it would be focused around North Korea, and I would probably use the money to set up additional safe houses coming from the north of the country through China down through Laos so that it makes that crescent shape, which is practically their quote-unquote underground railroad, which they use to get back around to South Korea. Very tough, very dangerous. Most of them get caught and deported like right back to the country and killed. So I would probably want to help establish an actual route in these countries where they're traveling through so that they don't have to be in debt, sell themselves to prostitution, get faced with going back, just so they can have a safe means of getting to their promised land instead.
Okay.
My name is Brian Baskell. I am from the University of New Orleans. I guess if I had to be put on the spot, I'm not exactly sure, but if I had to answer the question right now, I think it would probably have to do with educational justice. So maybe someone at the local level in New Orleans, there's a pretty bad, there's a horrible public education system. I've also recently actually talked to a friend about possibly going to Nepal next summer to maybe teach there.
And yourself, everybody was just giving their name and where they're from, and if they had $20,000 to do on a project right now, what would it be?
I'm Nolan Empey. I'm from Kenora, Ontario. And if I had $20,000 to work on a project, I'd probably, without getting too specific, want to break the factory farm model and just find that local elderly knowledge about how things should actually grow and try and get back there.
Yay, Northern Ontario farming folk. I go north every winter because that's when the farmers have time to hang out and talk about things, and so I go that way. Okay, here are the bits you need to get on the Wi-Fi in the room here.